Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kate. Today is a foster care video for you, and I'm going to talk about 3 foster care books that I think every foster parent should read, or every person thinking about getting into foster care. This is a really great place to start. There's more recommendations on my blog, and I'll leave that link down below. Other books to read, but these 3 ones I recommend to everybody. Just wanted to discuss them briefly with you here. So the first one, I am a minimalist, so I only read books on Kindle, so I don't have a physical copy to show you, but I will insert it here. The first one is called The Connected Parent. Now this is written by Dr. Karen Purvis. She is no longer with us, but she has done amazing things for the foster and adoptive community, parenting kids with trauma and the different behaviors that stem from trauma. She really has revolutionized the way that we parent these children. Her book is a really great place to start. It just helps you to understand trauma better, how trauma affects the brain, early brain development, when things like neglect or drug abuse in the womb, any sorts of these things have affected the child that you're caring for. Just really kind of helps you peel back the behaviors, get behind what is actually causing the behaviors, and give you some actual realistic, tangible strategies to help you parent some of these trauma behaviors. So her book I recommend to everybody. She has a whole training program called TBRI, which I hope to do. I missed the training cutoff for this year, but I hope to enroll in it the next time and hopefully get accepted, because it's really fascinating to me. As a foster and adoptive parent, I think the more you know about trauma, the more you know how it affects the brain and the behaviors, the better parent you are able to be. So definitely start there. The next book I want to recommend is The Connected Parent. This book was actually started with Karen Purvis as she was going through a cancer battle, and unfortunately she lost her life to cancer, but the other co-author is Lisa Quayle, and she is the author, or the blogger. One Thankful Mom is her blog and business. They co-wrote this book together, so they started it together, and Lisa kind of finished it off with the help of Karen's team. This is a fabulous book because it's one thing to understand our kids' behavior, the trauma, where that comes from, but it's a whole other thing to understand our own and our own childhood, our own pasts, how we react to certain things because of what we've gone through in our life. So this book isn't just about kids, but it's about you. So connecting you as a parent, really helping you to get in tune with your child. It gives a lot of great strategies for parenting. So Dr. Purvis and Lisa, they kind of flip back and forth throughout the chapters, and they're each giving perspective. Lisa's perspective is from an adoptive mom. I can't remember exactly how many adopted kiddos she has, but quite a few, and they're all a bit older now, so she's got a lot of experience in this area. She was also a birth mom, so she comes from that side of the triad as well. I've seen Lisa speak a couple times, and she's a phenomenal speaker, and she's got quite the story, quite the testimony. I really recommend this book. This one's fairly new. I want to say it's the last 8 months maybe it's been out. First, The Connected Child, and second, The Connected Parent. I'll leave these all linked down below. The next one is called The Whole Brain Child. I'm just going to read you the tagline: 12 revolutionary strategies to nurture your child's developing mind. So simple, smart, and effective solutions to your child's struggle. So this one goes hand in hand with The Connected Child, just really looking at brain development and behavior and how we can best parent our children. Before I became a parent, I never really thought about brain development or brain behavior. I mean, I thought about brain development in the sense of like teaching them colors and numbers and, you know, what was stimulating to them as babies, but it's not really something I thought of. But as I've gotten more experience as a parent, I have come to realize that understanding your children, understanding the way their brain works, and understanding some of the negative effects that they've had in their past and how that affects their brain and their behavior now, it has really helped me as a parent. So I recommend this book as well, called The Whole Brain Child. Overall, I think these 3 books took me from a place of how do I fix my child's behavior to my child is struggling. How do I help them not to struggle? And to me, this is the essential thing to understand about trauma. So often when you're not trauma informed, not trauma educated, you see these behaviors and you think the child is being stubborn or whiny, or just, you know, their parents give them whatever they want. You know, I've come to the point where it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't really care what people think from the outside looking in with some of the parenting strategies I have to use with our adopted daughter, because I understand trauma and how her brain has been affected. And I don't look at her behavior as a problem to fix, where I looked at, negative behavior before as like something that reflected poorly on my parenting, or something I needed to fix, something I wasn't doing right. And I've realized to let that go. That's not at all what it is. And the behavior is not something I need to fix, but working with those behaviors and using different strategies to help facilitate healing in their brains. So it really has helped me. These books and just being trauma informed in general has really helped me go from a place of how can I fix this to my child is struggling. How do I help them? How do I facilitate healing for them? So at the bottom, I'm going to leave some videos linked. These are TBRI videos, short, like cartoon-like videos that Dr. Karen Purvis's team has put out. The TBRI Institute, I believe it's called. They've put out, they're very, very helpful, short. Even if you want to send them to your parents or aunts or uncles or other caregivers that may be helping care for your child, to help them get a better understanding, knowing that maybe they won't read these 3 books that I'm recommending to you. You will probably, but they won't. Here's some other videos that I just think are really great resources for you. Anyways, this is just a short and sweet video. I wanted to give you my top 3 recommendations of books to read when you are thinking of becoming a foster parent, or you are a foster parent and you haven't read them yet. I highly recommend them. Leave them all linked down below with a blog post that goes along with this video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and joining us. We have an awesome community of mamas here. Like this video, it helps my channel to grow and reach other like-minded mamas. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.